Okay, we've got to open the steam shower today. Got some parts here on the wood processor. Got the jack to replace this old busted up one. Apparently we're going to have to redo the handle. I've seen some better days. Or reuse it or make a new one, I don't know. This one did not come with a handle. That's alright. We also got all the gaskets and O-rings. That we need to replace the oil cooler, engine oil cooler. It's assuming where we think we're getting our oil and our coolant from. You can see where somebody'd been messing with us once before, where they buffed around those ports, trying to maybe stop an oil leak once before. The new oil cooler is quite a bit different than the old one. Didn't get a chance to test this to see if this was really leaking or not. How I went out and bought one anyhow. And it looks quite a bit different. The plates are thicker, different part number altogether, so maybe they had trouble with these or something. We're going to test it anyhow and see if we can get it to leak, just for our own satisfaction. We got our new bar. We got to redo the adjuster here. That goes down in that groove there, that round, and pulls the bar, tightens the chain. But there was something wrong with it. I don't remember what the real problem was, but boss man said he wanted it fixed. I was able to put a socket wrench on there and turn it and loosen it up. But it doesn't match the parts book, so we have to try to figure out what's missing or what's different or what's what. Gotta swap this hydraulic motor out on the conveyor. This one is going to run the conveyor a little bit slower. The conveyor runs way too fast now. Okay, we're going to take our oil cooler out of here, and hopefully that's what's causing our oil into our radiator. At least we'll take it out and test it and see if it leaks. Hopefully that's our problem. But that's in behind here, I believe. Maybe it's behind this big block. I don't know. We'll have to take it apart and see a little bit closer. Okay, we popped the rubber cover off of here, and it looks like what the customer's talking about is this one is wearing goofy, and it's wore the little flange off the side of the idler. Looks like it's maybe moved a little bit at one time, and it's been left that way. So we're going to probably try to take it apart, clean up them idlers a little bit on a lathe maybe, and cut a couple new discs for flanges and weld them on and put it back together. That's if we can get it apart without wrecking it, because it's not wrecked now, so we have to be careful. Okay, we found our problem here. Looks like the set screw is loosened up, holding this little wheel to the shaft. We'll check this out a little closer. Maybe we don't have to put a... Yeah, we probably should. I don't know, but that's our problem. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do to fix it. Okay, so we're taking these rollers after we cleaned them up. We're gonna cut a little relief in there, and then we're gonna burn out some big washers out of 10 gauge to go on there, and then we'll weld them on there as guides to take care of the burned out guides. There's one that we haven't put the grooves in yet. We did clean up, and that should be a solid repair there, hopefully. We got our new bearings in here. The grease gun is taking grease. Got the grease holes lined up with the grease groove in the bearing. Should be in shape. Got our shaft cleaned up, both ends. It's kind of cool. They spotted a hole for the set screw to go. That'll help you locate your pulley too, or your wheel, so you'll line up with your chain. Multitek, they just make shit so simple to work on. Alright, we got them all prepped, ready to go. Burn out some washers for them. Weld them on there and reassemble it. We'll have this baby ready to ship. Okay, got the conveyor all done. We took the mold rollers out. These are idlers. And machined the faces on them. Or the, I don't know what you call it, the round part of them. Remove all the grooves and stuff in there so the chains would wear in a new spot. Welded on some new discs on the side to keep those guides to keep the chain on the wheel. Welded them on. Put it together with some new bearings. Reused all the rest of the stuff. Gotta put that rubber flap on, and I think we'll call it macaroni. We got to do a quick review so I can build this out. Welded the jack on there. We flushed the coolant out of the radiator. Put a new exhaust on it. Built the mount for the air cleaner. Fixed that pump we screwed up the first time. We'll try to charge them again for that. We got the broken bits out of that valve. Set the pressures on all that stuff. Put a new valve here so the carriage can't run the log into the saw when the saw is down. Got a new hose in there for the one that would rub on the ground. We got our pressures working. We better get that pressure gauge out of there. Put a new saw bar on it. Fixed up this splitter ram guard. Fixed this so this was lined up. Change the engine oil and engine oil cooler. Put some missing bolts and some stuff. Built these foot pads. I guess that's about it. I guess the rest he's going to get me on because I can't remember anything more. I guess we're back to the jack. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we got a little bit of video of Howard running the machine here. We had to come up and take a little service call. We had a big problem. The saw bar wouldn't return. So we ran up here and checked it out, and there was when he started up, oil shot out of the side of it, which you can see just to the right of the conveyor. There's an oil stain on the floor, ground, where apparently he couldn't see the oil coming out of there. So we grabbed some tools, came up, swapped some stuff around, some relief valves, started it up, and immediately saw the oil leaking on the ground. So we went to town, got a new hose, put that on there, and that took care of that problem. So I just took a little video of him running it. He's pretty good at running it. He's just saying his first log he run through it. He keeps it pretty well packed. Wood moving all the time. Seems to have no problem using it. I had problems with the tip pan. I thought there was still a problem with the tip pan, but he seems to throw every piece of wood out of it without an issue. And apparently they're going to make a 6-cord load here today. Put it in that trailer and take it away. I guess that's 6 cords in there. But he's got every paddle pretty well full. He runs it pretty hard. There's our pile of wood we got to cut off. We've got a few loads there. Plus we got this special load here. I don't know what that's about. Little Hal can make some wood with it.